Okay guys, today we are going to be making one of my favorite winter dishes, some beef goulash. Really simple. This is pretty much anybody can make this. It does not take any particular chef skills. It is a couple simple ingredients and it's fantastic. So for every pound of meat, you want to add about 2 chopped onions. And with the beef, if you're in the grocery store and you have a butcher that you like, ask them for stew beef. If they don't have any stew beef, the best cut of beef for this particular goulash is chuck. Chuck is a little bit fatty. It's got a little bit more fat. It comes from the shoulder, from the front of the animal. So chuck is your number one preferred choice. This happens to be bottom round, which you can make goulash from it. It's not the best cut. Any type of round or any type of leg meat, which is where the rounds come from, top round, bottom round, and eye of round, are going to be a little bit dry. There's just not enough fat in the meat to really make this particular dish the right way. So you can see when I held up that piece of bottom round and it had the striations in it, it's that's an indicator that this is going to be a little bit too lean. But either way, you want to cut your beef up into about 1-inch cubes. And of course, you have to have a glass of homemade red wine while you're cooking, maybe two. And then, enjoy yourself. So with the onions, you want to saute them on the lowest setting on your stove and add a little bit of salt to help them sweat. Once they've sweat and they're relatively clear, go ahead and add your beef. And I always want to add more vegetables to my cooking so the kids have more nutrients. So I don't always add carrots, but this time I added some carrots. And no other liquids are going to go into this beef stew. All the liquid you see that's going to come out of here is coming directly from the meat and the onions. What is extremely important is to keep that lid covered tight so you're not losing a lot of vapor, and keep it on a very low heat. Now I added some paprika, and I realized because this is more meat than I've done in the past, it wasn't quite enough. To me, it's all visual, so I could see the colors a little bit deeper, a little bit richer, and that is just about enough paprika. Added a couple bay leaves as well for a little extra flavor. Bay leaves are optional, and I'm going to add some rosemary next. Rosemary is optional. Really, the only staples are beef, onions, paprika, and salt. Those are the only 4 ingredients you really need to make a good goulash. Now, if you want to add some bay leaves or some rosemary like I do, be my guest. Throw in some carrots, no problem. I would not throw in any wine. Some people do. You can, but there's really no need. And I just threw in that rosemary sprig, let it cook, and then pull the sprig out because, gosh, that is just terrible to find in your bowl. The other thing is, too, you want to let this cook down to the point where the sauce thickens on its own. And you can see here I'm breaking up the meat. It's fork tender, so it's for the most part ready. A couple of different ways to serve this. My favorite is with polenta or with mashed potatoes on a cold winter day, and then a little sprig of or little dollop of